As a Steam Deck fan, I love SteamOS. I've even dabbled in installing Windows onto my Steam Deck, but not once did I ever think we'd be seeing macOS on the Steam Deck. Well, it's a thing, and let's talk about it. I'm Blaze2K. If you love Steam Deck, if you love handheld gaming, all that good stuff, tech, gaming, you name it, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Let's go, and let's see how macOS runs on the Steam Deck.
Let's go.
Before we get into it, check out my link down below in the video description for the ultimate Steam Deck accessories list. Heart it, follow it. 49 people have hearted it, see? Bookmark it, check it from time to time. I'm always adding new Steam Deck gear. If you want the best for Steam Deck, this list is the list that you should be following. Alright, link in the video description. Also, if you're looking for the ultimate best dock you can get for your Steam Deck, the JSOX 12-in-1 RGB docking station with the adjustable stand that can go in and out, depending on whether you're wanting to use this as a dock stand, or just a USB-C hub for your USB-C devices. $95.99. It's on sale, down from $109.99. Use my link down below to get this amazing dock. I've got a review for it on my channel. And yes, a couple of people have asked, can you turn off the RGB? Yes, you can. It comes in transparent black and transparent purple, atomic purple for those of you Game Boy fans. Also, if you're looking for the best TV to connect that dock to, LG C3 65-inch is on an absolute blinder of a sale on Amazon right now. Limited time deal, $12.96.99. This is the TV we have in the bedroom. It is amazing. It's the best place to play games for HDMI 2.1 ports, 4K 120. It is absolutely phenomenal, and I haven't seen it this cheap for a long time. If ever, I should say. It's usually $1,500, but $12.96. Get this TV. Once you go OLED, there's no going back. And lastly, if you like coffee but want something better that's better for you, then try Everyday Dose. Link down below in the video description. It's got nootropic mushrooms in it. It is not your regular coffee. It's instant. Take a scoop, pour it in your water, cold or hot, and get boosted energy, elevated mood, better gut health, improved sleep, managed stress a lot better. Everyday Dose, like I said, nootropic mushrooms, amazing health benefits, and like I said, it's on an absolute blinder of a deal. If you use my link down below, $27 gets you 5 free packets, a packet for a month's supply, a scoop, a frother, and a bunch of cool little things, as well as a sticker. And I believe every month you're subscribed, you get some new little gift to go with it. So it's really awesome. I love this thing. I drink it. I don't make money off it, but I do get a little bit of a kickback on my future subscriptions. If you use my link down below, and you obviously get an amazing welcome deal as well for $27. At least try it for 1 month. You will not regret it. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this article from PC World that says you can now apparently run macOS on the Steam Deck. But why? A team of Deckintosh fans have got the latest version of macOS to boot on Valve's portable game machine. I cannot believe this. I used to be obsessed with Macs back in the day when I was in college, when I was in high school. I just loved the aesthetic. I love the fact you can customize them. It was amazing. I even use a MacBook to this day. Right here, I've got a MacBook Pro. I love this thing. Cannot live without a MacBook as far as editing, productive work, web design, all that sort of stuff, graphics. Everything I do on a Mac, it's just more fluid. I love the ecosystem, the AirPods that you just pop in and they instantly connect, the iPhone, the AirDrop between devices and stuff. It just makes my life a lot easier. I love macOS. I would never have thought in a million years I'd be able to install it on Steam Deck. Whether I want to yet, that's another decision. That's a decision for another day. Well, let's see what they've got to say. So a Deckintosh is a standard PC that's modified to run Apple's proprietary macOS. And like, back to what I was saying, I used to actually run. I used to have my own Deckintosh. I actually built a PC years ago specifically for running macOS on basically Windows hardware because I couldn't afford a Mac at the time, and I wanted to run macOS and I wanted to be productive, do web design, coding, all that sort of stuff. And I installed and fandangled macOS to run on an Intel CPU at the time with an NVIDIA graphics card. It was a pain in the ass because sometimes updates broke it and you couldn't use it anymore. But yeah, they've got it working on the Steam Deck. And it is a proprietary macOS system because it only runs on Mac hardware, essentially, especially the Apple Silicon now, the M1 to M4, I believe, that the APUs that they have now. It was a popular pastime back when Apple was using Intel chips in its laptops and desktops. Now it's fallen off. Now that Apple is on its self-built ARM hardware. But someone is keeping the spirit of Deckintosh alive by running the latest macOS Sequoia build on a Steam Deck. This is nuts. Why would you work really long and really hard to build an operating system that's very pointedly not designed for gaming on a device that's designed pretty much exclusively to play games? Phooey. Deckintosh people care not for your paltry concerns of logic and common sense. They do it for the love of something, I assume. Well, I don't get it either, he says. That's pretty nuts. So far, Twitter user and software engineer What the Hopper and their friends have gotten Sequoia's recovery running, and not much else. So basically, they've got into the recovery menu here, where they can format the disk, restore a copy of the operating system from Apple's Time Machine software, and try and go through the installation process. They can even apparently get into Safari. Seriously, wow. But that's all they can do. Now, this thing's a slow process. There may come a day where we can get the full operating system running on this, but the fact that they've got recovery running, that is a pretty big deal. It's worth noting that macOS Sequoia is still being created and delivered for a few of those last-gen Mac models with Intel processors, so this is indeed a Hackintosh in the classic sense, running with only a few tweaks to the Steam Deck's AMD hardware. Based on a tweet spotted by Tom's Hardware, it's only displaying in portrait mode, which must make it an absolute Pita to actually use without external inputs. Oh, and apparently macOS detects the Steam Deck's controller-based input hardware as a modem. That's funny. So there we go. Let me take a look at some of the tweets. So this is a tweet from What the Hopper. Caitlin says, with the help of some people, Corpnut among others, we got macOS going on the Steam Deck. Took a while, but we figured out a fix to make OSs newer than Catalina boot, and so here's the macOS Sequoia recovery running on the Steam Deck. That is nuts. Let's see what people have to say. Before you point out how pointless this is, yes, it is pointless, but not as pointless as you think. Although there are currently no GPU acceleration, and I think that's been one of the big things, the big roadblocks, especially for me with Hackintoshes on AMD hardware specifically, is it's hard to get GPU acceleration, and especially if you're wanting to use this as a productivity tool. Apologies, our grass people are out cutting the lawn right now. Although there's currently no GPU acceleration, obviously you can do things like photo editing, video editing, and you can't get that transparent, frosted glass effect on a lot of the UI elements. And for me, it was just a no-go. It was very sluggish when I tried it without GPU acceleration. But obviously, for basic things, might be useful. I can bet you can someday. They said someday they might get GPU acceleration, but for AMD hardware, Macs were never meant to really run with AMD hardware, so that's something that someone very advanced, some advanced engineer, software engineer would have to figure out first. They'd have to make graphics drivers for, AMD hardware, essentially, something that macOS was never designed to run on in the first place. But yeah, someone will make an iGPU kex for Van Gogh, since macOS already has RDNA 2 support. So this is nice. I think it'd have trouble with some things because of special hardware registers only Apple chips have, like total store ordering for x86 to 64 emulation. Someone says Steam Deck is a x86, 4 Zen 2 cores, RDNA 2 graphics, so there's realistically no problems. Landscape orientation in the cards is due to no GPU acceleration. You need GPU acceleration before macOS will rotate the display for you. It's also due to the fact that the MIPI display is actually portrait. Not my fault, not Valve's fault. It's quite common for MIPI displays to be portrait. Chumfi hit a banger. You didn't believe in me. This is my work machine. What do you mean? This is awesome. The Hackintosh community lives on strong. We got Deckintosh before GTA 6. So now do this on the new iPad Pro. Can you imagine if Apple let us run macOS on an iPad? That would blow my mind. Especially with a Magic Keyboard, right? But yeah, but there we go. macOS running on the Steam Deck, at least a very early iteration of it. I think this could potentially be useful if you got GPU acceleration running on this thing. It's going to be a bit of a push, I think this is more for fun, just to say, oh, we could do it. I don't think this is going to translate into anything useful. I mean, I would, if they got macOS running flawlessly on the Steam Deck with GPU acceleration to where we could use Photoshop, install Photoshop, Adobe programs, I could seriously see myself dual booting macOS onto my Steam Deck and using it as a realistic productivity tool. Potentially, that would be sick. But I think we're a long way from that. Credit where credit is due to the team here that worked on it. I mean, this would be amazing. Let me know if you're a macOS user. Let me know if you use it for work, if your productivity, all that sort of stuff. And let me know if you'd have a utility, a use for this on your Steam Deck. I know I would. I've obviously got a MacBook Pro, but hell, having a Mac Mini device that can also do gaming and be taken on the go, that would be sick. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Blaze2K. If you love tech, gaming, love all the news, little tidbits and stuff like that, and just love to stay up to date, then consider liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. I'm Blaze. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Goodbye.